Well, it's fantastic because we're here at Revved Up and I'm joined by Adam Brooks, who's very well known to all of you and is a commentator and is regularly on the news. Well, good to see you, Adam.
Good to see you, Al. You're right, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. So, today we've been asking people in the constituency who they're going to be voting for. Quite a lot of people have come out for Reform and Nigel Farage. We have asked all the candidates as well to come and speak to us about key issues, particularly around the banning or the intended banning by some parties that have come out around the internal combustion engine and for bikes and for cars. Just tell us, first of all, your thoughts on that.
Look, I think we see the EU pushed it back to 2035, didn't they? I can't believe that we've got parties at the moment thinking 2030 is doable. We're not ready for this net zero craziness, in my opinion. The grid wouldn't be ready to support electric cars everywhere. Electric cars, we've seen many problems. Our roads are suffering because of the electric cars. They're heavier. They're more expensive for people. I think it's madness that these parties are pushing along with something that's really going to make people poorer. It's going to affect people's lives. You know, what happens to people that have got these diesel and petrol cars? Are they going to be forced to buy electric? You know, I think there's so many problems. And I think we're sort of pushing along with something we're not ready for. And I'm hoping there'll be a U-turn nearer the time, but it's not looking good.
Well, and that's one of the big problems, isn't it? Because that whole scrutiny, that cost-benefit analysis, that engagement with the public, honestly, that democratic process. You know, if the public was engaged with, and everyone said, this is the cost, this is the benefit, this is what it's really going to mean. Yeah. And this is our issue at Together with net zero. And the public, the majority said, you know what, that's great. We'll be a bit poorer, maybe we'll be a bit darker, maybe we won't go away as much. Then you go, well, fair enough, that's democracy. But that isn't what's been happening, is it?
No, look, at the end of the day, everyone seems to, you know, we are told what to think. The mainstream media tells us how we're meant to think. You know, there's going to be a climate catastrophe if we don't get, you know, our boiler changed at home or we don't get an electric car. That's not the case. Come on, we're a small country in the world. I think less than 1% of pollutants in the world. Whatever we do in this country is not going to affect the climate in any way. And I get that, look, I've got kids. I want it to be a greener future. You know, I want to recycle. I want it to be a good world. But some of these policies that's happening now is just really, you know, it's almost like green communism. They're forcing policies on us. And, I mean, to ban petrol and diesel cars when we haven't got a grid ready for electric cars, and electric cars go wrong, they're more expensive, the batteries go. I mean, where are they recycling, where are they getting rid of these batteries? You know, we don't even know. Like, there's so many problems. For me, it's a net zero con. Nut zero, as some call it on GB News. But, you know, I just don't like being told what to do. We see it during COVID. They're forcing policies on us and trying to tell us how to think. And the science doesn't back it up, Al.
Well, we're going to see what candidates come down. We've got a load of bikers coming down. We've just interviewed a couple that come from Ipswich and elsewhere. And I've got to say, Adam has shown that not only is he a commentator, but he's got a swiftiness with the fists as well, but in a disciplined way. It takes a lot to get in the ring and to put yourself on a line like that. I have enormous respect for you for doing that and your campaign. Tell us just briefly, if you will, you've been supporting and pushing a particular campaign.
Look, it's knives down. It's just a message. You know, there's no charity or anything behind it. It's a movement. I'm just trying to get people in the public eye and youngsters to know about. Knives down. I've got a 15-year-old boy. I worry about him going out. You know, knife crime, it's almost become cool amongst some teenagers and that. And it's not just gangsters or criminals that carry knives. You know, some normal kids are doing it through, you know, fear, or they want the clout of carrying a knife. And what we're seeing schools shut down because of knife incidents. You know, it's the worst I've ever seen it. And this is one issue that I really want to try and make a difference. And, you know, if I can put the knives down message out there with my boxing or, you know, through my Twitter or Instagram, and one kid thinks, you know what, he's talking sense, why am I carrying that knife? I've done my job. You know, it's just about getting that message out there to youth. It's not cool to carry a knife, and you're going to end up in prison, or you're going to end up hurting someone, ruin your life, ruin their life, their family's life. Just stop it.
Adam Brooks, thanks very much.
Thank you.